What's going on, guys? It's Nick, and today we're going to be talking about why hard work doesn't really pay off. I mean, before you guys start throwing shit at me for saying that, yes, hard work does matter, but what matters more than hard work is actually putting it in the right direction and making sure that your hard work is amounting to something. There's a reason why you don't see people who work the hardest usually at the top. I mean, sometimes you do, but there's one more thing that they're doing which leads to their success because unfortunately most of the time in this life the harder you work, sometimes the lesser you succeed, if that makes sense. Because some people work really, really, really hard on achieving something and they still don't make it there. And there's a lot of different factors why. So I'm gonna make this video to make it more clear on why people succeed and why they don't succeed, and hopefully that gives you guys a more better pointer on how to create your own success in whatever field it is, drop shipping, Shopify, or building something else or whatever you guys want to do. Um, so it all starts with this. The first thing is you have to be a sedulous person, and I'm sure you haven't heard this word probably ever, but this is what it means. It's someone who is diligent, hardworking, and persistent. So you see hardworking here, but what's more important than hardworking is you have to have self-awareness for yourself. So let's take an example. Okay, if there's a guy called Matt and he's lifting bricks for 10 hours a day, there is no way that he's gonna make $1 million. Like he is probably gonna make minimum wage, and he's gonna make $10 to $20, maybe $30 a day. That's max, and he's gonna lose that by the end of the week, and it's gonna just keep rotating again and again. No matter how many hours he works, he can work X amount of hours, and it's not really gonna make any difference in his life. That's what I mean by hard work. If he wants to make $1 million, he has to do something which can amount to $1 million, like starting a business. Starting something where you can make passive income. So passive income can also make him a lot of money. And with passive income, of course, there's no true passive income unless you're buying houses, but you can have an income where you're spending 15 minutes of your day and you're making back about 5 grand a month. Sometimes that happens. For example, I had a consulting agency earlier where I used to reply to clients for 15, 20 minutes a day, and they used to pay me 2K per month, 3K per month. That's a really, really, really passive income stream in which all I had to do was check out their ads for a few minutes, and that's about it. So you can create income streams where you don't have to work too hard. But see, that's the difference. Like sometimes people work really hard and they don't achieve anything, and the simple reason for that is they're not putting the work in the right direction. You guys will not be able to achieve success if you're not aware. Awareness is probably the most important trait in your life. If you're not aware in anything, awareness is what determines the quality of your life. The more aware you are, the better your quality of life is going to be, and the less aware you are, the more ignorant slash happy you will seem to be, even while you're doing things which are not gonna really get you anywhere. If that makes sense, um, you can see people who drink a lot or people who do drugs. So whenever people go below their level of awareness, they feel much better because they're not realizing what they're doing. Awareness means having a knowledge of what you're doing. And once you have that, then you can become sedulous, which means you can start putting in more effort into things which actually matter to you. So for example, how does this I'll give you guys a really good example for this. Let's say that you want to become an esports player, okay? And you guys start getting into it. Let's say somebody starts getting into it and you start working on that game you really want to play. You start getting better at it, better and better at it. Happened to one of my friends. He wanted to get really good at League of Legends, right? He got really good at the game, but at one point he just couldn't get better because of the different circumstances. The team he was in was not good enough. There were a lot of different things that led to him quitting the game. Now, in a way, you could say that him working really, really hard for that title or for that place in that team could have gotten him there. But there are many different factors affecting this thing called success. It's not just hard work, you know. There are a lot of things. A couple of things are environment right here. Then another thing is influence, which is what are your talents and how far you can take it, your skill sets, and above all, of course, at the end, it comes your time invested. And when you look at all these things, you realize it's much more than hard work that goes into success. You could be a really, really, really hardworking person, but your time in the thing given is not enough, or your skill set is not enough, or you're not talented enough, you know? Or more than this, you could be in the wrong thing altogether. You could be working towards lifting bricks. So there's so many things that could go wrong here. What I'm trying to say is, first you have to make sure, and to have awareness of these things is what it means to be sedulous. So the point of the video is you have to be self-aware if you really want to achieve success. First of all, do you even want to achieve success in the thing that you want to do? So let this outside box be the thing that you want to do. Are you sure you want to do this thing for the rest of your life or for the next many years of your life? And if you say yes, is it gonna give you the goal that you want? Like, is this thing that you're doing, this little box could be Shopify dropshipping, it could be, building games, it could be, doing esports, it could be whatever you guys want to do, consulting, SMMA, whatever you guys can do. This box can be the business model you've picked. First of all, you need awareness that, is this viable? Is this fun? Is this what you really want to do? And can this make enough money? And after that, you have to check every single one of these things. Are you talented enough? Do you have enough time to put into it? And can you put enough hard work into it? And once you're fully sure that you can put in enough time, hard work, you have talent, then you can finally achieve success. Because if you're just doing hard work towards something you don't even know what you're trying to achieve, you won't really get anywhere. You're gonna go nowhere slowly. So it's extremely important to be aware of what you're doing day by day. If you find yourself not looking towards the direction you want to go, you have to change that direction. If you guys are not working towards the things you want to achieve, you need to find what you want to achieve. For example, once I stopped doing Shopify dropshipping a few months ago, I knew I wanted to go towards app development and consulting and stuff like that. And I've been focusing on that completely myself. And when you start focusing on things like that, you don't really have to put in a lot of time. I hardly worked on my businesses when I was making 6 figures a month. It was honestly, most of the time it was just VAs, automation. While most people work, 9 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, they make like 50 grand a year. One of my businesses and one of my friends' businesses was making that much money almost every month in profit, and in which he was not even working that much. A really good example of this is Old Visions. You guys must have heard of him on my Instagram, Art. He was at one point doing 150K a month on Google Ads, and he was literally on, like, we had jokes about this. He was spending less than 10% of his mind or brain power in it, because all he did was check ads like 15 minutes a week or 15-20 minutes a week, and his VA fulfilled all his orders, and his customer service agents did all the customer service for him. So he was pretty much spending about a few hours max every few weeks to generate 150 grand a month, which is, by the way, over $1 million a year. So it's not always coming down to hard work. What it comes down to is being smart and being talented and being self-aware is where you'll find real success. If you really want to make multiple millions, or if you want to get even a good amount of money, or you want to get to a level of success which you can be proud of, then you shouldn't be really thinking about, how can I spend the most time in a day working towards things. You should be thinking about, how can I spend the least time per day in the best way possible. And with that, I'm gonna complete this video. If you guys have any questions, you guys can leave them in the comment section down below, or you guys can DM me on Instagram, Nick Ambitious. And yeah, I might make more videos, I might not, but just wanted to put this one out because I felt like it. So yeah, hope you guys found some value in this, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.